Hello, everyone. Welcome to OIT Answers. In this segment, we are looking about grammar. So, here, why grammar is very important in English language. The same will reflect in the occupational English test, especially in the writing and speaking module. And about the other two modules, reading and listening, also need the same importance. Means when a person read a reading text or context, if they don't understand or don't have knowledge about grammar, means they cannot grab the exact information what it is being given, right? So the same thing will be reflected in the listening as well. So grammar is a very essential part in English when we speak, write, read, listen, everything. Okay, let's see one by one. Okay, fundamentally, what is letter? Here, letter is nothing but letters are symbols, okay, which gives or conveys a sound, okay. Each letter has each sound: A, B, C, D, up to Z. Okay, so letters are symbol which consists of sound. In English language, how many letters are there? We have 26 letters in English, and which has two forms. The first form is capital letters and the second form is small letters. Alright, so what about the alphabet? You have heard this, right? Yes, definitely everyone might have got this idea about alphabet, right? So anyhow, that is also we can remember now. In English language, we have only one alphabet. So alphabets are nothing but alphabets are set of letters, okay, set of letters or series of letters that represent sounds in a language. So this is alphabet. Good. So in the English we have 26 letters. All the 26 letters together we will consider them as an alphabet. Okay, only one alphabet is there in English, so which consists of A to Z, right? Then what do you mean by word? Words are group of letters, right? So the group of letters with a particular meaning, we will call them as words, right? I will give few examples here. Letters, right? So when letters are joining together, that we will call it as word. So here examples are clinic, pharmacy, ECG. Got the point? Next we can move on to the sentence. Okay. What is sentence as per your perspective? So now we have seen letters, words, and alphabets and all, right? So when letters are joining together, we will call them as words. And when the words are joining together, we will call them as sentence. Okay. Now, exactly, we are coming to the center of the part. So grammar. What is grammar? So grammar is nothing but this is a set of rules that govern how words are used in a language. So grammar usually applies to both written and the spoken language, right? So rules of a language governing the sounds, words, sentences and other elements as well as their combinations and interpretations. Okay, this is grammar. So grammar is very important for understanding, speaking, reading, writing, for all the skills in the English language. Clear? Okay. Concepts of grammar. Let's see about the concepts of grammar. Do you have any idea about concepts of grammar? So I'll tell you parts of speech, tenses, phrases, clauses, types of sentences, direct and indirect speech, active voice and passive voice, conditional clauses. Okay, so some of the things also there in grammar. So these are the things. Okay, these are the things only we will call them as concepts of grammar. Now let's discuss about basic components of a sentence. I write a letter. Exactly, this is a sentence. Okay, I write a letter is a sentence. In this sentence, what is the components? Okay, or the components. We can see here, right? Basic components of a sentence are I write a letter. So under that you can see subject, verb, object, and few more things will come. But basic components means subject, verb, object. So do you have any idea about these three? Subject, verb, object, what is the meaning of that, what it indicates, where we have to use, what is the exact placement of the subject, verb, object. Okay, so we can discuss all the things in this segment. First, let's see about subject. Subject is a noun or pronoun which performs an action in a sentence. Then, what is noun? Noun is a naming word. Okay, so what are the naming words? Like college, school, family, mother, parents, dog. These are naming words, right? Let's see about singular versus plural. So, this one, right? Common. This is quite common. When a thing or an object, when the count is one, we will call them as singular. When it's more than one, we will call them as plural. So here, apple and plural is apples, right? We can see about pronoun. So pronoun is a word which replaces the noun. So how the pronoun will be used? If you see a patient name on a letter, initially you will introduce them as like a Miss Priya, right? So later, how you will call them? Like a she or her. Okay, so if you want to talk persistently about her, so you won't use again and again the name while talking, right? So instead of that, what you can do, you can use pronouns like he, she, her, his, whatever things, right? So based on the gender and based on the noun, it will differ. Now we can see about personal pronouns. See this. In the personal pronouns, you can see a tabular column. There, singular versus plural, you can see. First person. Okay, first person means I am, right? So I am talking to a person, right? So I am a single person, only one person talking. So in the singular, we will consider them as I. And when it changes to plural, that will be changed to we, right? So plural form is we, first person. If you are a single person, you will be I. And when the single is changed to plural, how it will become? It will become we. And second person always you in the singular and the plural. Okay, so when you're talking to the another person, the person will not be changed when it is comes to singular or plural. Third person. Third person means you're speaking about another one person with the person who is speaking now. The third person singular pronouns are he, she, it, and when it comes to plural, they will become they. I hope you got this point. What is verb? Verb is an action word. Okay, so verb always indicates action. For example, write. Write is a action. Run, speak. So these are the things indicates action. Forms of verbs. Now we can see about forms of verbs. 5 forms of verbs are there. Let's discuss one by one. So first form, V1 form, we will call them as root form. Okay, so root form or base form or V1 form. So this is the first form. So it is a simplest form of verb. Okay, and which can be used in dictionaries. You might have seen these words in dictionaries like write, take, study, run, go. These are the things. Okay, then move on to the second one. Second form is V2 form or past form. Okay, so when the root form or the base form changes to the past, how it will become? Okay, for example, when study comes to the past form means how it will be? Studied, right? So same like a go changed to went, run changed to ran. Okay, then look at the third form, that is past participle form. So how it will become? So it will become write will become written, study will become studied only. Instead of other things like go will become gone, run will become run only. Okay, so past participle form, that is used in perfect tenses as well as the passive voice, you can say. And yes, that's all about the past participle form. Move on to the fourth form, that is present participle form. Present participle form. So present means currently what is happening, that information. So V plus ing form. Sometimes we will call it as V plus ing form, also known as a V4 form. Okay. So all ing forms, so what it presently happening. Okay, so continuously, what is continuously happening, that we will write as ing form. Okay, so write means writing, go means going, run means running, study means studying. Okay, so ing, v4 v plus ing form or v4 form we will use. Then final form is V5 form. So present indefinite. Definite means, accurate, exact timing. Indefinite means you don't have or don't know about the exact timing or exact duration when it happens. Okay, so present indefinite, V plus S or ES. Okay, so S and ES will be changed. I will teach you that. So this is a V5 form. Right will become rights. Okay, so with the words you have to use yes. So where it is necessary you have to use es, and where it is necessary you can use yes. Okay, so v5 form means so s would come with here. So this is a simple present tense. Write writes, share study studies, go goes, run runs. So like it will come, and maximum third person form, third person pronouns we can use this. All right. So here one more thing is singular forms of verbs. Okay. Singular versus plural, you can see. Previously, I have shown singular versus plural like apple, apples. But when it comes to the singular forms of verbs, okay, singular forms of verbs means the rights will be the singular and the right will be the plural. Okay, so we can discuss about this in the future sessions. Okay, just for example, for idea I have given this. Okay, so in this area only singular will be with s, plural will be without s. Clear? So right is a plural, rights is a singular, because only the verb it comes. Okay, subject means apple, apples, naming word. And so apple and apples, that we can count. But in the verb, okay, when it is an action, there we can see what the opposite of the subject. Okay, rights means singular, right means plural. Finally, last component, that is object. So object means the person or thing which receives the action. Okay, anything except the subject and the verb in a sentence, we will call them as object. That's all about the today's sessions. Let's we continue with the next class. Okay, thank you.